Okay, let's get started. Today we're going to talk about creating a map to designing a sustainable and valuable business. The one thing I'd like you to do is take notes. Now it's important to take notes from two aspects. Firstly, if you take notes, it actually goes into your psyche far more than if you just sit there and listen. The second thing is there will be exercises, and if you don't do the exercises, then you ain't going to create your business. It's a step-by-step process that I'm going to take you through in how to think about and how to design your business. So what are we going to cover today? The first thing is, what is a business map and why is it important? What a business really is compared with what people think a business is. Who you are and how to identify who you need to create a real business. And the seasons of a business. So now all of these come together in a business mapping process, which you'll have a downloaded PDF to fill out your exercises. The first thing to consider here, that a business map is not a business plan. Now we might have seen in the past business plans where you have visions, missions, and then you go through the sales and marketing plan, and then you set out what you're going to do. The business map is not that. What it is something that we need to progress. We need a map to progress in life. Change is automatic. Change happens every day. But in order to get from A to B, you need to map out exactly how you're going to do that. That's not a plan. That's a map of the direction you need to take. It's identifying the next frontier and how to navigate through it. So you've got your map, and then we'll go through a plan. Now the one thing to understand here, that clarity is absolute power in what we're doing. If you're not clear on your business, not clear on your life, not clear on anything, then you ain't going to create it. So you need to be very clear out of this process, from your notes, from the exercises, exactly what your business looks like. So let's consider, what business are you really in? Now I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs out there that they think they're in the business of product creation. They think they're in the business of building widgets. They think they're in the business of selling stuff. But really what a person is in business for is to make other people's lives better. So if you consider your business, you need to consider, how do you make your customer's life even better than it is now by delivering your product or service that will greatly enhance their lives. So your business could be, if you're a coach, not delivering coaching services, it's delivering the dreams of the people in terms of a step-by-step process to take them from where they are now to where they need to be. Have a look at your business. How is business now? Now, it sounds a bit cold-hearted and very clear-cut, but business at the end of the day is about a profit. It's about making money. Now, how you make money is how you deliver value, but you need to see how your business is. Is it dependent on yourself? Are you generating the money that you need to? Are you focused on the top line, on the revenue line? Or do you have a good, sustainable, growing, money-making machine that will deliver you money even whilst you sleep? Once you've done that, we need to identify the gaps between where you are now and where you want to be. Now, when we start business, we have these dreams of we're going to be here, we're going to be there. But what we don't do, we don't look at ourselves step by step, stage by stage, to see how we're going. See how we're going compared with that roadmap that we set out for ourselves. So take an honest look at yourself. Take an honest look at your business. Take an honest look at, why did you go into business originally? Are you still in that frame of mind? You take a doctor, they go into business originally to deliver the most amazing service to their customers, to improve people's lives, but I've seen so many doctors that end up cynical, and they just don't like their work anymore. So it's really important that you stick to your vision. You stick to the vision of why you got into your business originally. If you're in business to make money, then get out of business now, because I assure you, a lot of people and a lot of businesses fail because they think they're there just to make money. When the going gets tough, if you're in there for the money and the money doesn't flow, you will back out of that business. So why are you in business now? And as I said, if it's just to make the money, that's not going to be enough. You've got to have an absolute reason why you want to keep going to serve other people. The best businesses in the world are businesses of service. They create massive value for other people's lives, and they keep on creating massive value for people's lives because it comes from the energy of the owner. That is a very important point in all of this. You've got to be following your passion. You've got to have that original thought, that original passion that you have in life, and keep that going through. Now, if you become cynical in your business, that will reflect in everything that you do. So, if you've got those two components, have you got an absolute vision what you want from your business in the long term? It could be money, but that's not the reason that keeps you going. It could be to serve as many people as you want. It could be to create something that you might sell for your pension, superannuation, for your future. But it's a very important point that you understand what you want from your business in the long term. Some people go into business and they just want their business to generate enough income to live now, and then they invest in shares and property, and that creates their future. So be very clear where it fits into your life. This is a very important point. A lot of business people and a lot of entrepreneurs I come across make this fundamental mistake. They try to do everything in their business. That is a recipe for disaster, because as you grow, you cannot replicate yourself unless you train people and get the right people in the right roles to do the right thing to create a sustainable business. Now, we got into business design, but you really got to understand these fundamental building blocks before you design your business. So we're going to explore here, what is your true talent? Are you an artist, a skilled producer? Are you a leader manager? Or are you an entrepreneur? We're going to go into those in some detail in the next couple of slides. But just in overview, an artist and a skilled producer, he loves doing things, he loves creating things, and this is a backbone of a business. A leader manager, he loves leading and managing people. It doesn't mean that other people aren't leaders. That means he loves managing people, he loves managing processes, he loves delivering on things, and there's people out there like that. Now, an entrepreneur, he's the guy that kickstarts everything. He wants things to happen. He's a visionary. He'll take risks. He'll take massive risks. It's an interesting point. The people that make the most money, and this is a very, very sad reflection of how we think, the people that make most money are the artists. You look at a football player, you look at any sort of sportsman, they're artists. The entrepreneur sometimes doesn't make the money. For an entrepreneur, it's the buzz. It's the buzz of creation. So what I'd like you to do, based on what you're going to see in the next couple of slides, I want you to treat this with total realism. It's absolutely critical to your success. So let's go to the next slide and review this very carefully. We've got the artist and producer. Now, this is an extraordinary talent, and this is how most people start out. They have an extraordinary talent in one area, and they can deliver that service one-on-one absolutely perfectly. Their task is to add more value to the customers and can produce extraordinary results. An entrepreneur won't do that. An entrepreneur will kickstart a company, then he'll pass the ball to one of his artists to produce what they need and want. They are the base of influence of the business. They are the people that deliver on the vision. But it's not the same as running a business. Running a business takes certain skills, it takes certain processes, it takes certain defined steps that you need to run a business. Business is not done by opportunity. The best businesses are very systemized, they're very step-by-step, they've got the right people in the right roles, and they think about the design of their businesses. And this is the fundamental thinking process that all businesses, all successful businesses go through. Now, leader managers, they meet the needs of the artists. They support the artists. They take the tasks and they deliver on those tasks so that the artists can create value and they can keep creating value. Now we come to the entrepreneur. Everybody thinks they're an entrepreneur. There's very few people that have what it takes to be a true entrepreneur, and neither should they be an entrepreneur. So that's why I say you've got to be very realistic in where you are in your psychology and where you are in these three people. And it's not good or bad, it's not right or wrong. Just know which one you are, and you can backfill the positions you need to design your business with the other roles. So an entrepreneur, they love to create. They have the entire vision, will take extraordinary risks. Excuse this, but I copied this from someone else. all credit to Tony Robbins on this when I was one of his platinum partners.